Manga-Waido.
I'll be in the hospital from today. My name is Masaaki Kaga, and when I was 25 years old, I founded a company specializing in scaffolding installation for construction sites. And it's been running for 10 years, albeit in a small way, with many twists and turns. Today, as usual, I went to work and was looking through the meeting documents. What? Masaaki-san! I was going down the stairs while looking at the documents. I slipped and fell down the stairs, and felt a strong pain in my thigh, and fainted in agony. I was lucky I didn't hit my head, because I took a good fall. I can't believe it. Getting injured on site is one thing, but at the office? I'm pathetic. An employee took me to the hospital. Yeah, a femur fracture. It's a serious fracture, so you'll be in the hospital for about a month. What? Let's operate on it as soon as possible. Oh, okay. And so, I ended up in a hospital in Tokyo for about a month. I heard that a femur fracture must be operated on as soon as possible to prevent complications. With the surgery coming up tomorrow, I was staring at the ceiling, with nothing much to do. It's not good to be out of work for a month. I'll have them bring my computer tomorrow so I can work. As my shoulders slumped, there was a knock at the hospital room door. Yes?
Excuse me.
Huh? The voice sounded vaguely familiar. I looked at the nurse thinking, no way! Mana-san?
It's been a while.
My ex-girlfriend, Mana, was standing by my side in a nurse's outfit, smiling at me.
I'm Mana Inoue, the nurse who's going to be in charge from today.
Hi! Mana and I went to high school together, and we went out for 3 years, starting from our freshman year of high school. We became distant from each other due to our higher education and employment, and we had less time to see each other due to our busy schedules, so we broke up pretty naturally. I haven't heard from her since we broke up, and we meet here. I felt awkward and lost my vitality due to my bad luck.
What? You're not happy with me? I've become such a good woman.
No, I have a girlfriend.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you for the next month. Oh, by the way, it's not like I wanted to be in charge, you know?
I know. And Mana's smile hasn't changed, and my strange nervousness was a little bit relieved. A few days later, I had successfully completed the surgery and was working hard on my rehabilitation without any rest. I heard that the muscles around the ankle, knee joint, and hip joint are especially prone to stiffness, and if left untreated, can be quite troublesome when it comes time to begin full-scale rehabilitation for walking. I'm still in a lot of pain, but I guess I'll just have to put up with it. I did the gait training with Mana assisting me, and returned to the hospital room. I'm tired.
You did great.
No. Even so, being a nurse must be hard work. I respect you.
Did you fall for me again now that I've become an even better woman?
Don't tease me like that again.
But, Masaki-san, you're amazing too. You're the president now, aren't you?
It's a small company that'll fly away if it gets blown on.
Still, that's amazing.
As we talked about this, I heard a knock on the door, and a woman peeked out from outside. Reno!
Masaki, are you okay?
She's Reno, my girlfriend now. We met at a blind date party about 2 years ago, and she made a big move on me, and we started going out, but it was too uncomfortable for me to be with my ex-girlfriend and my current girlfriend. Mana's kind of staring at Reno too. It's too awkward. I was getting goosebumps for some reason, even though I had nothing to hide. But Mana?
Mana-san.
And another nurse called her, so she bowed and left the room. Phew! I exhaled and greeted Reno, having been released from the strange tension. Then one day, when I was nearing the end of my rehabilitation, Mana, who was changing my bandage, started talking to me.
The woman who came in the other day, was she your girlfriend?
What? I was flustered by Mana's direct question. I mean, who wouldn't be to be asked such a question by an ex-girlfriend? What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, it's just that, if she's your girlfriend, you have bad taste, Masaki-san.
What?
The other day, she had a brand bag. Did you buy that too?
Yeah.
Huh?
What are you trying to say?
She doesn't really care about you that much.
Huh? You've never even talked to Reno. Why are you saying that? I got irritated too. Reno's sweet. She's really worried about my injury, and she checks in with me every day and finds time in her schedule to visit me. When she comes to visit me, she makes homemade lunches thinking I must be tired of the hospital food, and she does the shopping I ask her to do. I can't believe she'd say such a bad thing about Reno. It's none of your business anyway.
Doesn't she force you to buy brand bags because she thinks you're a financial supporter?
That's enough! It's not even funny!
Ah, fine.
Mana waved her hand and turned away from me.
Well, when you get out of the hospital at the end of the week, have your girlfriend pick you up.
You don't have to tell me that, I replied, without looking at Mana. Mana left immediately too. What's wrong with her? Jealous after all this time? And on the day I left the hospital, I was packing up my belongings when Mana came into the hospital room. I hadn't spoken to Mana at all since then, other than the bare minimum of conversation. Of course she insulted my girlfriend. But it's true that I was taken care of. Thank you for taking care of me. After just a few words of thanks, I turned my back on Mana. I have nothing more to say, I thought, but Mana threw unbelievable words at my back.
Hey, Masaki-san, do you have any intentions on breaking up with her?
Huh? What are you talking about?
She's not someone worthy of you. If you're going to go out with her, you might as well go back to me.
That's enough!
I'm just kidding. You take it so seriously.
You really make me angry! Just as I was about to say something back, Mana's in-hospital cell phone rang with a smirk on her face.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right there.
Mana ended the call briefly.
We have some formalities to do, so follow me to the office. Shh.
I didn't want to stay with Mana for even a second now, but if it was a procedure, I had to do it and followed her reluctantly. Mana stopped in front of the door of the office, which was empty. Hey, what kind of procedure are we doing here? Mana suddenly put her index finger on my mouth. I hope she's not thinking of doing something dubious to me. But Mana said one word and looked toward the room. I noticed a familiar voice coming from the office room.
So, Tomoni, have you decided on the details to the next blind date party?
It's been decided. Hey, are you really going to be there? You haven't broken up with your boyfriend, have you?
Masaki? He's just a moneylender. He's got more money than any other guy I've caught, so there's no way I'm leaving him. I'm going to squeeze every last dime out of him.
Squeeze, huh? You know, it's about time you stop going for men on you. It's time It's about time you stop going for men, or you're going to get burned.
What? What is this conversation? I was just standing there, stunned in shock.
Sorry. I know I may have given you a hard time, but...
Mana muttered, and opened the door of the office vigorously. Reno jerked her eyes at the sudden appearance of me and Mana.
What? Why?
I thought I'd give you a good scolding for thinking of Masaki-san as a financial supporter.
According to Mana's story, she learned of Reno's true nature on the day Reno came to visit me for the first time. That day, Tomomi-san called Mana and told her the shocking truth. Tomomi-san is a colleague of Mana's at the same orthopedics clinic.
He's Mana's ex-boyfriend, right? That's right. Actually, the girl who just came in is Masaki-san's current girlfriend, and she called him a moneylender. Moneylender? Are you serious? I actually know that girl Reno because I run into her at blind date parties. She has a bad habit with men. Even I'm shocked by her. I can't help but wonder if your ex-boyfriend will be okay. Can you tell me more about that story after work?
Later, after hearing the whole story, Mana was stunned by what she heard. According to Tomomi-san, who had known Reno for several years, Reno has an unusually intense love affair with men, and it's common for her to go to blind date parties, even if she has a boyfriend. She has seen many men who were played by Reno and ripped off for money. Tomomi-san also wanted to make Rindo pay for it someday. Mana, who had a plan, asked Tomomi-san to call Reno at the right moment and ask her to talk about the blind date party on purpose.
Oh no, this isn't.
Really? I also heard you say in the hospital lounge, it's hard to pretend to take care of a moneylender. How dare you cheat on my precious Masaki-san?
What? Precious? You heard wrong anyway, didn't you?
Here, the audio evidence.
Reno's voice saying that I'm a moneylender and it's hard to act like I'm worried were played back from the phone that Tomomi-san took out. Reno, you...
It's not like that!
What do you mean?
Please apologize properly to Masaki-san and go through the drama after that.
Huh? After that?
The guy you played the other day, Kato, he actually has a wife and child. His wife is furious, and she's going to sue you for alimony.
No, help! Masaki!
No. Why would I help you?
Oh no!
Reno breaking down in tears was no longer my concern. More importantly, I was ashamed of myself for not noticing this woman's acting and being completely fooled by her. I left Reno alone and thanked the two goddesses for waking me up. And a few days later, I invited Mana to dinner and thanked her again for everything the other day.
And she's going to sue you for alimony. You better thank me for the rest of your life, okay?
Yeah. Also, I was happy. I'm glad you still think of me as someone important.
What? Did I say that?
Mana's face turned bright red all at once. You said it in the very beginning.
Fine. I give up. That's right. I still like you, Masaki-san.
Mana, listen. Can you give me another chance?
What?
Let's start over again. As friends. Mana's cheeks flushed bright red, as did mine.
Well, sure.
She accepted my offer. As for Reno, Tomomi-san that the wife of the man she spent the night with is demanding alimony, and they're currently negotiating the amount. Tomomi-san also said that Reno, who had a terrible love affair with men, wasn't getting away with just this one thing. I guess it's a good punishment for a woman who thought of men as nothing more than moneylenders. I learned a lot from this one incident. I learned a lot about who actually cares about me.
What?
No, it's nothing. Slowly, step by step, I want to tell Mana exactly how I feel. That's my goal right now.